After years of wrangling, Chile's Congress has passed a bill allowing same-sex couples to marry and adopt children. Until now, gay couples could only enter into a civil union. Once the bill is signed by the president, Chile will become the 7th Latin American country to legalize same-sex marriage.
Rosana and Inés have been anxiously awaiting the approval of the marriage equality bill. It will also allow same-sex couples to adopt children, something fundamental for many families and for children like the son Maximiliano.
Today, Maximiliano only has one legally recognized mother. That's me. That means if I die, my family members would have custody of him. In that case, he would have to move to another house. His right to his family identity would be violated.
This
is the most extreme case, but the fact that the state recognized our partnership, but not us as a family unit, left us exposed. If we as a couple broke up, for example, I would not have the legal right to take care of my son. He would not be able to demand, for example, child support from me.
Isabel Amor of the LGBTQ advocacy group Iguales has been a driving force behind the bill. The legislation had been delayed by conservative parties who see marriage only as the union of a man and a woman.
If marriage was not the social and legal institution that grants more benefits and protections, perhaps the LGBTQ population would not have to fight for this right. But that is the case. The fact that people can now get married and feel protected before the law is a tremendous step in this country.
Polls show that more than 70% of the population in Chile approves of marriage equality, as well as adoption by same-sex couples.
This dignifies us as a country. We as a country can no longer make this distinction because we are committed to the idea that everyone needs to have better access to rights, better access to opportunities, and equality before the law. Those are the things that are particularly important in Chile.
Rosana and Inés have been together for 9 years. They signed a civil union agreement 4 years ago. But that did not include equal parental rights, the legal recognition that Maximiliano has 2 mothers. Now, the 3 of them will be able to be a family before the law.
Obviously, we want to get married.
A moment they've long been waiting for.
Well, DW's Benjamin Alvarez-Grupa joins me in the studio to discuss this further. This is a landmark, a law, but the same-sex marriage bill was brought in 2017. Why has this taken so long to be implemented?
There's been a lot of opposition by conservative politicians and by conservative parties. The law was first presented in 2017 by then President Michelle Bachelet, who is now the UN Human Rights Chief. But there was a lot of opposition, and the Catholic Church played a very important role and still is playing an important role. It is swifting, but still Chile is a very conservative country when it comes to that. So earlier this year, when the conservative President Sebastian Piñera said the time has come for this bill and also for equal marriage in Chile, he won praise but also criticism from within his government coalition to push further for this law. And now, today, both chambers gave the green light and he will sign it, and then it will be the law that 2 people of the same sex can get married.
So is this an indication of significant change in Chile and its society?
It shows indeed that Chile is more open to liberal laws and to progress when it comes not only to LGBTQ rights, but also, for example, when it comes to abortion. A few years ago, Chile had a total ban on abortion, and now it's allowed in certain circumstances. So it shows that there has been a shift in the society, but not everyone is a very big fan of this new law. Next weekend, there will be presidential elections, and one of the 2 candidates, far-right candidate José Antonio Kast, has criticized, is not only an opponent to same-sex marriage, he has called LGBTQ NGOs organization part of the gay lobby. And one, the La Moneda, the presidential palace, was illuminated with the rainbow colors. He said that the presidency had basically surrendered to a gay dictatorship, whatever that means. He will face a left-wing presidential candidate. He's called Gabriel Boric, who has praised this vote today and said that under his government, LGBTQ community will have also full rights during the government, but it shows, of course, that there's also that the people still opposing this measure. José Antonio Kast, the far-right candidate, even went further by saying that the children of same-sex couples could even sue the state for not giving them the right to have a mother and a father. So the majority of Chileans is indeed in favor of the new law, but there is indeed opposition and high-ranking politicians that are still against it.
All right, Ben, thank you very much.